Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Jojo Palacio, and on this channel we talk about all things beauty. Today we are here to discuss this wonderfully amazing, beautiful look. The complexion looks flawless, the eyeliner is simple and flirty, and the lips are just bold and coming for you, honey. I hope that you guys like it. I loved it. I wanted something very wearable, but yet still attention on the lips, and I think that we achieved it with this look right here. Before we get too into the tutorial, I just want to encourage you guys to enter my giveaway. The rules are listed below. This is the 5th week of the 8-week giveaway marathon. I can't believe that we are already at week 5. Like, where has time gone? You guys have been absolutely amazing in participating on the giveaway, sharing it on your social medias. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are helping me so much to just get Jojo Palacio's channel out there and just share it with the world. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Before we get too into this, let's talk a little bit about what we're giving away. We are giving away a 10-piece Morphe brush set. It is eyeshadow brushes. So exciting. Eyeshadow brushes, and you also get the bag, and then this is also a Sephora collection 8-pan eyeshadow palette. There are mattes, there are shimmers. I love this eyeshadow palette. I actually used it in a couple of classes that I teach to do glam and natural looks. So it's a very everyday palette, but you can also spice it up. So enter the giveaway. Rules are listed down below. And just happy Valentine's Day, guys. I know that today is a very exciting, emotional day. Emotional in a good and a bad way. If you have someone and you're married or you're dating and you're in love, yes, girl, I am so happy for you. And if you are someone who isn't really having luck dating and you just can't figure out why, or you're just struggling right now, I just want to stop for a minute and say that I love you. God loves you, and just take this time to work on yourself. It is all about finding inner balance and self-balance. And I think that is so important, and people forget that. A story that just comes to mind is this Samaritan woman as she's sitting at the well talking to Jesus, and she's at the well looking for water, right? And when you look up water, water is a neutralizer, it is balance. It just helps to balance everything out, and it's so important and necessary in life. It is life-giving. And so this woman is at this well looking for balance, and she comes across Jesus, and Jesus says that I can give you the water, hence the balance, that will never run dry, that will never be chaotic. I can just give you that. And so I just encourage you to seek out Jesus and seek out God and pray and find that inner peace within yourself and work on yourself, honey, because when you are busy working on you, that attracts so much attention. It is just such an attractive thing to see a confident, self-made, successful woman. Believe me, I notice it. And if I can notice it in someone, these guys are gonna be out here on you like bees on honey. So I just want to encourage you this very moment and just tell you that it's okay. You are not alone. Comment down below. Let's show each other some love, and let's just show each other some encouragement. Let's be each other's Valentines below this post. And that's it. That's it for this reel. That's it for the intro. Let's get into this bomb makeup tutorial. Alright guys, so let's get started on this super simple eye look. For this look, it's mostly about the lips, so we're just gonna get through this very quickly. My eye is already prepped with the P. Louise eye base, as well as I set that with a face powder. Now we're gonna move on to the eyeshadow application. For eyeshadow, we're taking this guy, the Ultimate Utopia palette, and I'm gonna start off by applying this guy here all over my crease. I'm gonna use a medium size fluffy blending brush just so that I have a little more control where this is going. And we're gonna take that all the way from the outer corner into the inner corner and keep it pretty high up in the crease. It's a very subtle color, but it has quickly become one of my favorite shadows in this palette. We're gonna move on to something a little darker to create some depth, and that's gonna be this guy right here. I'm gonna take the JH35, which is a little different, so it's more tapered, a little more specific, more precise. When it comes to the darker colors, I like to use a smaller, more precise brush. So what I'm gonna do with this one is keep it very low in the crease outer corner area, just so that we can start to create some definition. Awesome, guys. Let's move on to the lid shade. And so for the lid shade, we're gonna keep it in the same color family. I'm gonna use a little bit of shimmer, which is this guy right here. You can absolutely opt to use a matte. There's a matte actually right next to it in the palette, which would work beautifully, but I just wanted a little bit of shimmer just to keep it girly. Not that matte isn't girly, but I just felt like it needed a little zhuzh. It's Valentine's Day, come on. Okay, awesome. So now we're gonna move on to the actual liner, and I use this shadow for the liner. There is this shadow that is right here, which is this nice chocolatey warm brown. And I used the Morphe X Jeffree Star JS7 brush, which is literally just an eyebrow brush. It's got a spoolie on the end. I'm gonna take plenty of that eyeshadow, and then I'm gonna spritz my brush with whatever setting spray you have. That way it helps it glide on more like a liquid liner versus a powder. And we are going to shape out our liner. I like to start on the lid when I do my liner, so I will take it right into the center of the lid and start to work my way out. Super simple when you just trace everything out. I love wetting the brush. This technique is so easy. Look at that. We are there. We are done, honey. Just make sure that when you close your eye, you are able to see a nice even line, as well as make it thick enough so that whatever lash you are wearing shows, you're able to hide the lash band and you can see the liner behind it. For lashes today, we are using the Lily lashes in the style Miami Light. I love this lash. I consider it such a flirty, sexy lash. So I've already cut mine and measured it out to my eye shape. Now we're just gonna apply some glue. For those of you that are beginners, to me, I feel like cutting your lashes and picking the right glue is ideal for learning how to put your lashes on properly. So let me just start by saying that you need to apply lash glue to this part right here, not the inside, but it needs to stay directly on top of, just because that's the part that's gonna go over your eyelid. That I haven't used my high-end products in such a long time. I miss them, I miss them. So we're using quite a bit of them today. So for primers, we are going to use the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refiner, as well as the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Now I have not yet found a drugstore or an affordable dupe for my Dr. Brandt Pores No More, although I've been doing some research and I've been hearing of one that Juicy Jazz uses and she swears by. That's supposed to be a dupe, so I will absolutely be trying that. Otherwise, if you're in Sephora and you're looking for something to minimize your pores but help treat the size of the pores at the same time, absolutely look for this guy. And then I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. The e.l.f. Mint Primer is absolutely a dupe for this. I love that. It has quickly become one of my favorites. So I'm gonna apply that just so there's a gripping factor to the outside part around my face. I'm obsessed with this liner. I can't wait for the whole look to be done. Okay, so for foundation, we are going to one of my favorite foundations. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I used it for a bit and then didn't, and now we're using it again. I'm gonna take quite a bit of the foundation. I forget if this builds well or how much coverage it has, how much I need. So we're just gonna put this on with a buffing brush. Oh, it goes on so well. Yeah, this is absolutely too pale for me, but that's okay. We are here, we are here. So I like to do a little bit of cream contouring and bronzing before I do my powders. And for today, we're gonna do a little bit of bronzing, or maybe a lot of bit of bronzing, because we definitely need it, with this NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Polynesian. It was too dark for me initially, and I just was like, okay, what am I gonna do with this? It's way too dark. They had no other colors like in our gratis bin. And so I just improvised and I used it as a bronzer, and I love it. Truly feel like a look comes together as soon as you put concealer on. If you feel the same way, comment down below and let me know. Or if you differ and you're like, nah sis, it's the foundation for me, or it's the lashes for me, comment, let me know. I'd love to hear what you feel like makes your look come together. I just never feel complete without the concealer on. So I'm gonna take my Born This Way multi-use concealer, and I'm gonna use this in the shade Nude as almost like a color correcting peachy shade for me. And I say that because I have another concealer that I'm gonna use. It's very brightening, but you can very much just use this as your one concealer, one-stop shop, and be done. but we like to be bright on this channel. So I'm gonna take this with my Hank & Henry sponge and we are just gonna work that in. All right, so we're gonna take it one step further and we're gonna brighten up a little bit. This is the Beauty Blender Bounce Concealer. I think I've only used this a few times on my channel. I like this concealer. The formula is definitely more on the drier end. I don't wanna say that it's fully a matte, but this is gonna be very brightening. I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna put a little here. And usually I go up a little bit, like in this area. So I will. This is a little bit of a thicker concealer, so if you're someone who creases or feels drier in these areas, I would absolutely avoid this concealer. All right guys, I'm going to bake underneath of my eyes, and to do that, I'm gonna use the Patrick Star One Size Powder. I'm gonna just take whatever comes out of that divider. I broke off my lid. I don't know if you guys have tried this or you own it, or if you don't. I had to take that lid off. It was like a little much for me. I couldn't. What we're gonna do next is finish off our under eye area. And for the under eye area, I'm just literally gonna repeat. We're gonna start off with that lighter color, and then we're gonna work our way into that deeper tone and blend that out. All right guys, so for the face, we're going to dust off all this excess loose powder, and I'm gonna do that using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Powder. I am obsessed with this powder. It is so good. I'm currently looking for a dupe of it at the drugstore, but let me just say that I have not found it. So I'm just gonna take this with a nice big fluffy brush, and we're just gonna dust off all this excess stuff. We still look a little pale, but we're gonna fix that, it's okay. Okay, awesome. So let's warm this face up. To do that, I'm gonna take my Kat Von D or KVD Shade and Light palette, and we're gonna use this center shade here to bronze us right up. I've been loving using a nice fluffy brush. This guy is the JH02. So we're just gonna work that into the brush and warm up the skin. The other thing we're gonna do is contour. So we're gonna use that same palette and some more of that gray tone. And we're gonna keep that focus right in the cheekbone so that we can hollow out, slim it up. All right guys, so we are all bronzed and contoured up. What I like to do right now is just spray myself with my setting spray. This is gonna allow for all of your powders to just melt into one another, look very skin-like. We'll just let that absorb, absorb, absorb. While that is absorbing, I like to take my sponge and I like to just push everything together. Love it. So let's move on to our highlighter. For highlighter, we're gonna use this guy right here. This is the Morphe, Morphe highlighter palette. It's got a ton of highlighters, and I got it for that reason. I wanted a little more drugstore affordable options for you guys. And so what I'm gonna do is take my Morphe M501, and I'm gonna mix a few of these together just to get a very bronzy gold tone to my highlight. All right guys, so we have our brows done. Let's move on to the lips, and I'm very excited for the lips. Let me just gather myself here. The lips are gonna be an ombre moment. What we are going to do is take two different liners. The first one is going to be one by Jordana. It is their Plush Plum color. The second one is gonna be by Bite Beauty. And what I wanna do is, it's the color number 96. What I wanna do is create an ombre hot pink lip for this very simple, soft glam. I wanted something simple for the eyes because the lips are gonna be the center of attention. So take your time with this. What I'm gonna do to blend this out is use a flat brush, a flat synthetic brush, and we're just gonna blend those in between, but I'm going to line my lips first with the dark color. I don't know about you guys, but I was always told to do my Cupid's bow first. Now that that's on, I'm gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna brush that along the edges, making sure that everything is smoothed out and blended, diffused enough so that when we add the hot pink in the center, it's not gonna be super harsh transition. Boom, and just to top it off, we're gonna put a little bit of gloss over it. This is a hot pink gloss. It is called Priscilla by NARS. All right guys, so this is the finished look. I know that I did a lip gloss on camera, but then I went in and wanted a little bit of a brighter inner middle part. So I added this Rimmel Lasting Finish lipstick in the shade number 45, which is a very like pinky nude tone, and that just made it exactly what I wanted. A very ombre, dark, lighter, very light inner circle moment. Yeah, very pretty. I hope that you guys like this soft glam Valentine's Day look. I feel like it was super easy and something simple. The lip is absolutely the attention hogger. However, if you don't want lip gloss because of the fact that we're wearing a lot of masks lately, you can skip that part, maybe add it right before you get out of the car, or you can just skip it all together and wear it matte. Matte tends to wear better for me underneath of masks. I hope that you guys really liked it. I loved it. I'm obsessed with it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post every Wednesday and every Sunday of every single week. Also, look me up on Instagram. It's jojo_palacio, where we continue to talk about all things beauty. You go a little more behind the scenes with me. We get to do a little more interaction. And don't forget to sign up for the giveaway. Go ahead and follow the rules down below. They're listed in the description box. It's super simple to enter the giveaway, and there are some really good prizes. So I hope that you guys love it. And that is it. Love you. Bless you. I'll see you guys next time.